Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Jerry. As Jerry reported to you, the Board of Governors reviewed the terms of the proposed new collective bargaining agreement and unanimously ratified it. The wait is just about over. Like all of you, we can't wait to drop the puck.
Yeah, I mean, it was a different scheme of things. I mean, you take that talent away, you take the Nelson Kadris away, the Matt Frattens, and you're left with young guys, some unexperienced, some not, some older. I mean, you get some veteran guys in there, but you know, it kind of brings that role upon somebody else.
I think the credit that goes to that staff that didn't let the people remaining in that locker room use it as an excuse. They just said, hey guys, what a great opportunity this is.
Certainly I think as much as they were expecting to be without some players from the roster, I don't know if they were expecting to have so many leave so soon and then not return for the most part, save a few guys.
And those guys saw a new opportunity in late January. We took that opportunity, and rather than saying, woe is us, you know, we lost 7 or 8 players to the Leafs, they said, you know, we're the Marlies. We're going to continue this road.
Looking for the go-ahead goal. Biggs back to the point. A slap pass over to Lash. Lash has Ross in front. It'll deflect to him. Ross throws it back to Lash. That didn't connect. Geisbers fires and scores! A cannonball from the point.
Everyone sees their respective opportunities. Jesse Blacker upped his game considerably. You know, we've now added Kevin Marshall at defense. Dylan Yeo, who hadn't played as much in the first part, Simon Geisbers, they just absolutely took over that position.
Dylan Yeo and Ben Sherrod have a good little battle going. Normally they're lined up across from each other as a defenseman, but Yeo up as a forward. Fans on this appreciation day for them in attendance, as well watching and listening.
Well, I think you work every day. It doesn't matter which league you're in. It doesn't come new. It doesn't start again. If you come to a high league, you have to work as hard as you do in any league to maintain your spot. There's people, new players coming in pushing for your job, and you got to work at least as hard, if not even harder, to maintain your spot.
You know, it's amazing to me. Right away, I'll just point to the leadership in the room, the leadership around the rink, and the coaching staff that they provide, because you know, whether they'll admit it or not, that's where you really have to keep your team in check.
Ryan Hamilton, 30 goals. I mean, you can't explain that. He just does it, and you know, that's what a captain has to do.
You got to be aware every single second you're out there. You got to be mentally sharp, physically sharp, because they're gonna outwork you. They're gonna outbattle you. If you sleep for half a second, you're gonna be half a second late, and they're gonna make you pay and put the puck in your net.
Maxwell, one-timer, Odell. And they'll score, tipped in front.
I think London's got his second power play goal.
You can't create or fabricate experience. You have to do it. That's the whole context of the word. You have to go through it. And it's not always smooth, and it's not always going to be smooth.
London with 2 goals on the afternoon. Checks up for Mason Hour. He'll move it across, and the Ice Caps will score. Maxwell, the trailer coming in from the left wing side, picks the top corner, and the St. John's Club in front 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, I got drafted June 22, and it's been, you know, a pretty crazy year. I mean, obviously the draft was probably the highlight of it all. That was a pretty cool experience, and then, you know, going back to junior and, you know, having a good year there, and having the chance to play for Team Canada, and also having the chance to go to camp in January, and then you know, playing up here for quite a few weeks now.
If you hadn't have told me that Morgan Rielly was coming up from Moose Jaw and that he hasn't been here all year, I would have thought that he has been playing in the American League all year. That calm, that smooth is Morgan Rielly, and I know, try not to get too ahead of ourselves, but boy, he looks polished already, doesn't he?
I was always kind of at 2 schools growing up kind of thing, and you know, we had a dog and it was a pretty close family, and you know, we didn't really ever have to change houses at all, so you know, it's been pretty crazy, you know, playing hockey in in junior, you know, you're always on the road and you're not always close to home, but you know, it's been pretty enjoyable.
He's been in the spotlight, you know, going back to, I guess, World Juniors probably nationally in our country, but particularly when he was a Maple Leafs first rounder. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than that in the hockey world, but you wouldn't know that he's has so much attention on him, and that includes when he's playing, and that's what I love about Morgan.
It's been a great ride. I mean, I was 18, and you know, that's all an 18-year-old hockey player wants to do is play hockey. So it's been you know, pretty fun.